Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another vlog of adventure. Today we'll be visiting the medieval city of Nuremberg, which is something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. This is one of several day trips I've got planned in and around Germany since I'm now in the latter half of my trip and haven't done quite as much exploring as I would have liked to. So yeah, I've got several trips planned and they should be very fun. Hopefully good content for you guys. Right, well, this looks kind of cool. As you can see, we have arrived, so I've only got so much time here before everything closes, so let's go ahead and get into it. Immediately, I'd say it looks pretty cool. We've got this kind of wall around the old city, so there's this very clear separation between what's old and what's new. I think it's very neat. So first up, we've got the DeutscheBahn Museum. Might as well pay tribute to the system I've been using to get around, so yeah. So for those of you who want to know how bad German inflation got during the 1920s, here are some notes from then. And this top one is worth 20 trillion marks. So pretty crazy, pretty crazy levels of inflation. Right, well personally I found that to be pretty neat. Although I've always had a bit of a fascination with trains thanks to my grandfather. I'm sure he would have found that miles more interesting than I did. But it was still a pretty cool museum. Might be worth checking out. Not too pricey, only like 7 euros for adults, 6 for students. So yeah, not bad at all. Anyways, I want to go ahead and try heading into the older part of the city. Just for a little bit. Might as well explore that before it gets too late. Wish it was a little sunnier today, but oh well, gotta deal with it. Now, this is just lovely. Something about Europe and just having really nice churches and these cobblestone squares. It's absolutely lovely. I think it's fantastic. I love it. That looks cool too. I'm actually starting to get a little bit hungry, so I'm sure you can imagine what time it is. Now, since I'm in the German state of Bavaria, I'd really like to get something that's unique to here, something that's, you know, just so special that you couldn't really find it properly anywhere else. All right, so as far as this Nuremberger bratwurst pretzel goes, it's solid, very salty, a little spicy, but it's good. It's a nice flavor. Very strong flavor, but it's a good flavor. All right, not bad. All right, so the pretzel stand may have overdone the pepper a little bit, but overall it's still pretty solid pretzel. I feel like I've said it enough times already, so you guys should probably know, but I love stuff like this, the cobblestone squares and the old architecture. No cars, just people walking. Little stores and shops and cafes and all sorts of stuff around. That's what I like. I just like seeing that kind of stuff. It's fun walking around it. Yes, please. I would like to order more views like this. Thank you. So the next museum that I wanted to visit is this one, the Toy Museum, which I'm not sure if I've ever been to a toy museum before, but it looks interesting. So yeah, let's check it out. That looks familiar. Wonder where I've seen that before. Pretty cool little museum. Not terribly huge, but if you're a student, you can get in for stupid cheap. So I would still recommend it. It's pretty interesting, I think. Slight detour because I was making my way to my next location, but I saw this street and I thought this just looked beautiful, so taking a second to admire it. And back we go. So for our next tour location, I've kind of come way outside of the city to visit something called the Documentation Center, which is a very imposing looking building that is a World War II memorial and also happens to be the location of the Nazi Party rallies in the 1930s. Now, I don't think I should be in Germany for as long as I am and just completely ignore all World War II memorials, especially ones pertaining to the Nazi Party, considering it is a pretty significant part of German history and something that they seem to be trying to cope with even now. To me, at least, I think it's good that they have memorials like this. Just they're not trying to erase their history. They're staying, it's pretty firmly planted in their memories, although they may struggle under the weight of that memory from time to time. It seems to me, at least, speaking as an outsider and also as one who studies history. So, but it's a very interesting thing, and it's not like I'm going to be able to get another perspective of what's going on, in Germany, or what happened in Germany during World War II, other than in Germany. So, if that makes sense. So this is where the Nuremberg rallies took place. Huh. And I find it fascinating that it seems that they're setting up for a concert, and there's clearly signs that auto racing was done here. So it's fascinating that this place is still getting use. Very cool, very interesting. Just the thoughts of what happened here, people that were here, things that have been said here. The influence that this place might have had it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy to think about. Right, well, I've decided to spend the last hour or so of my trip here in downtown. Museums close at 6 p.m., which is at about 2 minutes. So, yeah, might as well see the pretty-ish views. I mean, it is overcast and sprinkling a bit right now, but we're just going to ignore that. So, yeah, just got to find something to do. Maybe something to eat. Hopefully somewhere that sells beer. Actually, strike what I said about museums. Most places seem to be closed around 6 p.m. here. Not the views, though. Those seem to be here 24/7, thankfully. Honestly, what a really cool part of the city. Time for another pretzel. These Bavarian pretzels, man, I swear they're fantastic. I mean, just seeing this central part of the city has really made it worth it for me. All these buildings, old buildings, elevation changes, castles and churches and steeples, cobblestone streets, surrounded by castle walls is just really cool to me. Really do like this city. It's quite a neat atmosphere. American store. Wonder what they sell. Of course. Well, that's gonna about do it for my time in Nuremberg today. Right as the sun is coming out too. How perfect is that? Slightly shorter vlog today, it seems. It's actually my first time recording one of these all in one day, so that's a bit unusual. Hopefully it's enough content for you guys. Next vlog probably won't be out for a little longer than you guys are used to. Think, a week and a half to 2 weeks instead of just one, but I've got some exciting things planned. Hopefully you guys will find it exciting too. And yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there before my phone dies. So hope you guys had a nice time watching, and as always, have a good one.